实验，新的一年到了，就不要再穿得像小孩子了。
哼，郑书意。
祝大家元旦快乐！祝大家元旦快乐，年年如意，岁岁平安。
I still remember the first day they met on the set of the drama Only for Love. The morning air was still cool, and all the crew were busy with equipment. Bai Lu arrived early, as usual, with a smile that could always calm the atmosphere. Dylan Wang arrived a few minutes later, tall, relaxed, with a black hoodie and slightly disheveled hair. The two of them didn't talk much at the time. Just a polite greeting and a short smile. But from his first glance, there was something interesting. Not because romance arises immediately, but because both have the same aura. Light, spontaneous, and full of positive energy. I, who was in charge of the promotion, watched from afar. Bai Lu was known to be friendly with all the crew, while Dylan was a little more reserved at the beginning. But strangely, it only took an hour for the two to start joking as if they had known each other for a long time. I think I have a lot to learn from you, Dylan said as he smiled at Bai Lu after rehearsing their first scene. Learn what? Do you want to sleep like me? Bai Lu replied, half joking. Their laughter sounded natural, and from that moment on, the atmosphere in the location felt warmer every time they were in the same place. The following days went quickly. Whenever there is a break, the two are often seen sitting in a corner of the room, discussing the script while snacking. At first it may be just a discussion of work, but over time the topic shifts from the script to hobbies, from hobbies to personal life, right down to little things like favorite food or the song they are listening to. As a crew that often monitors behind the camera, I can tell you, their chemistry grew not because of the compulsion of the script, but because of the comfort that is truly sincere. There were times when Dylan looked silent, but when Bai Lu came over, his expression changed, more lively, lighter. And Bai Lu, who is usually busy with scripts or joking with the crew, always looks calm whenever Dylan comes on board. Rumors of their closeness began to circulate among fans after some behind-the-scenes footage was accidentally circulated. In one of the videos, Bai Lu laughed out loud because Dylan mispronounced the character's name, and the moment instantly went viral. Netizens began to notice how the two looked at each other, teased each other, even seemed comfortable without the need to pretend. Comments on social media are popping up. They look very natural, like they're not acting. Please, their chemistry is too real. If this is just a professional, why does he look like that? And from there, speculation began to surface. Were Dylan and Bai Lu really that close in the real world? As a person who often sees their interactions on location, I can tell you, there is something special, but not in the sense of sensational as gossip. Their closeness grew out of mutual respect and honest familiarity. Once upon a time, when it was raining heavily in an outdoor location, Bai Lu was cold because her costume was thin. Dylan, who had just finished filming, immediately came with his jacket without saying much. "Wear this first, you'll get sick," he said briefly. Bai Lu politely declined for a moment, but Dylan wore it as well while chuckling. "It's not a romantic drama, but I think I have to improvise," he said. The rest of the crew just looked at each other with smiles. The moment is simple, but warm, like two people who already understand each other without the need for many words. Since then, their interactions have become more frequent. Sometimes mock each other in between breaks, sometimes help each other in the midst of busy filming. There were days when Dylan would bring snacks and share them with the crew, but he always made sure Bai Lu got her share first. There was also a moment when Bai Lu teased Dylan for often forgetting dialogue, but behind that laughter, he always helped her practice until nightfall. They have a balanced rhythm, Dylan with his calmness and a hint of sarcastic humor, Bai Lu with his bright laughter and spontaneity. and the combination, somehow, feels at one with nature. The news of their closeness intensified after one of the crew shared a photo of them together during a filming break. In the photo, Bai Lu can be seen staring at Dylan's phone screen while laughing, while Dylan lowered his head slightly with a gentle smile on his face. Not a made-up pose, but a portrait of two people who are really enjoying a small moment together. The media started to heat up, but both Dylan and Bai Lu chose silence. No clarification, no refutation. And that is precisely what makes the public even more curious. I still remember the day when one of the reporters came to the set and asked, "Do they really have a special relationship?" The director only briefly replied, "Their relationship is special, but it may not be what you think. They work with the heart, and it shows." And true. Every scene they played felt alive, as if the feelings were real. But off-screen, they remain professionals, know when to joke, know when to be serious. However, the most beautiful thing is not the gossip, but how they treat each other. Once one night after a long shoot, Bai Lu looked tired and demoralized. Dylan walked up to him without saying much, just handed him a glass of warm water and said, "Get some rest, you've been working hard." Bai Lu smiled a little, and that night, the filming ended with a lighter atmosphere. I looked at it and thought, maybe this is not such a love story as many people think. Perhaps it's about two people who find comfort in a world full of highlights, a place where simple warmth feels most precious. Today, as the issue of their closeness continues to circulate, some fans wish they were really together, others think it's just professional chemistry. But for those of us who've seen them up close, one thing's for sure. Their relationship was born out of mutual respect, not imaging. There is honesty in their every laugh. There is sincerity in every little concern that the camera often misses. And perhaps, either now or later, such a relationship will find its own form, either as a best friend, a work colleague, or, perhaps, something more. I'm writing this not to confirm rumors, but to convey something simpler. Sometimes, true closeness does not need to be announced to the world. It is quite evident from the way two people look at each other without words, make each other laugh, and give each other space to be themselves. And that's what I saw from Dylan Wang and Bai Lu. Two people who, unknowingly, had turned the working atmosphere into a warm and harmonious story. Finally, if anyone asks when they started getting close, the answer is simple. Not when the camera is on, but when the camera stops, when their laughter becomes real, and the feeling is no longer just part of the script.